Welcome to the inside of the Baja. I'm going to do a quick tour so it will help you check out on pickup day a little bit faster and show you some of the features on the inside of the Baja. So this is a quick overview of what's all inside, and I'll go through each of the features. We'll start up here at the bed. This is a queen size bed. It does come with all the sheets that you need and blankets and pillows that you need. Feel free to tell me to leave those out if you'd prefer to bring your own. Underneath the bed, I'll show that a little bit later, but there's storage underneath there that includes a lot of the gear that you'll need to operate. Above, you have plenty of storage. This is where I keep the pillows for the time being. Until you get them out and set up the sheets if you want to use our sheets or your sheets. Also inside the cabinet there is some games. There's a deck of cards and a few other board games and stuff to play for rainy days. Over here you have the solar control. This is a no-touch system. The camper does have solar on top of it, and it works really well. So it's always charging your battery in partially sunny and sunny environments, and you pretty much won't run out of battery. We headed out recently on a 8-day trip and didn't run out of battery with it because the sun here in Colorado does such a good job of keeping everything charged. We do use our lights kind of sparingly though, so keep that in mind. No touch system. There shouldn't be any buttons you have to press over there, though it does all of itself. The controller's main job is to make sure the battery doesn't get overcharged. Windows, there's lots of them for breeze. These are exit windows. We leave them open at night to give a little bit of breeze. There's another window over here. This one operates a little bit differently with the traditional slide up, slide out. You also have charging. The standard 110 looking outlet there does not work unless you are plugged in at an electrical site, but the USB chargers do work on battery alone in the solar system. Lots of little push lights. So you have each one of these lights that you see on the roof here, you can turn them off individually. There's also a privacy curtain that goes all the way across the entire bed. Down low, we've got a fire extinguisher and a carbon monoxide detector. Green light, it means good. I haven't ever heard it before, but I'm guessing it'll start screaming at you once if you have a carbon monoxide issue and you need to open up windows. The door, we'll go out this in just a little bit, but there is a screen door as well to keep the bugs out and keep a breeze flowing through, as well as a standard door with a deadbolt lock right there for safety. So I'll go down this side next. This is with the dinette slid out. There's a slide. The button's right over here to slide it out. It's a one-touch button, really easy to do. But this is with the slide out. You obviously travel with it in, and it comes to roughly right about there. With the dinette, it does fold down. We have young children. I've got a 10-year-old and a 7-year-old that sleep on that from time to time, depending on how full the camper is. We can fit roughly 4 adults. Those are adult-sized bunks over there, and adults on the queen and the bunks, and then 2 children on the dinette. Our family of 5, though, we spread out pretty nicely in here, though. Underneath the cushions here, there's lots of storage down here. I won't show you the full detail here, but if you lift up that little panel there, inside this side has all the sheets and blankets that you need for the bedding. Plus, in the back corner over there underneath, there are some bed protectors in case you need those to keep the mattresses clean in the camper. This side's the exact same way. Also has a cover that lifts up. Underneath this side, there's a bag in there that includes all your linens, like your towels for your body, for showers or hand towels or face wash towels. I also have a set of what I call messy towels. So there's body towels in there, and then there's messy towels. So if you make a mess, go ahead and use those messy towels that are in there. Additionally, in that back corner over there, there is rugs that you can lay out for the floor space here, big open floor space. We bring one of our dogs with us when we go camping, and this is where he sleeps, on the rug down here. There are additionally more lights here. Again, you can touch each individual light, turn them on or off. The shades, they operate the same way across all the windows. It's a tension system, so you pull them down and they stay down, you push them up and they stay up. If by chance you get to the campsite and they've fallen down, you can just loosen that screw, turn it so this tightens up, and then tighten the screw back down and it'll keep it in spot. Same way with this window and this window. More electrical plugs. Again, this is the same outlet that only works if you're plugged in at a campsite that has electric. It does not work if you're only using solar and the battery power. Top bunk. These are, again, adult size bunks. I think they're 75 inches by roughly 30 some odd inches. I sleep up here comfortably from time to time, depending on our sleeping situations. This is the only window that doesn't open in the camper, but it does have a little shade here that operates a little bit differently than the previous ones I showed. And it does have USB up top with a individual touch light. Little handle to pull yourself up. Lower bunk is the same setup, same size. This one does not have a USB. It has the standard outlet, another light, and a window that opens up. This is another one of the safety exits. Underneath here, there is lots of storage in this middle section. The bags, whatever you need for driving. You'll notice that when you put it back down, it does get caught a little bit on the back side of the mattress. So sometimes it's best to lift up the mattress, set that cover back down, and then put the mattress back down. Bathroom. Good sized bathroom. Actually has a tub in it, a small tub. And I'm about 6 foot tall, and my head doesn't get anywhere near the top. I think it's made to fit somewhere that's like 6'3" to 6'5". Standard features inside though. Flush toilet. I'll show you how to do this in a little bit, but anytime you have water running, whether it's the sink, the shower, or the toilet, you want to run the water pump. If you're not on city water, meaning you don't have a hose permanently hooked up. So to use this, you just step on the little step and it flushes, goes into the black water tank. I'll send you with plenty of RV safe toilet paper, but if you run out on the trip, make sure you get RV safe toilet paper, because if you use normal stuff, it'll clog up. Little trash can in there. Additionally, you saw this earlier, but there's a skylight up here. And another window for this one does a really good job of letting breeze through. So coming back out, we have the kitchen area. I'll give you a little overview of the kitchen area here. Lots of features. I'll go through all these electronics. So we'll start with the fridge. It's a great setup for the fridge. It's got a freezer, really good sized space in there. A fridge, you can fit like a whole gallon jug of milk in this space and then still have a little space. Plus it's got a drawer at the bottom, plenty of little side compartments. Be careful if you decide to travel with food in here. You can travel with food in here. We can hook up the propane. The fridge runs off electric or propane, so obviously you want to run it off of, I'm guessing you'd want to run it off propane while you're driving. But be careful about what you put in there. Like if you leave a can of pop or a LaCroix can or something like that, it will scratch. You can see a little bit of scratching in the drawer there. Goal is to not leave any scratches, hopefully. But the way to go over how this works a little bit more, you hold this button, you'll see a green light. The drip means that it's on propane, versus electric, but I can also switch it to auto, meaning it'll search for whichever one is available, electric or gas. Right now, the propane's not hooked up, so it's defaulting to running off the battery. And again, if you don't have electric, it will work off of the battery if you don't have an electric hookup, but it'll run your battery down and you have to use your solar to recharge. Or you can switch it to only electric. So there's 3 options: gas, auto, or only electric. And this is your temperature control. You have 1 to 5 stars all the way up. We always just leave it on 4 or 5 typically, and we can store ice cream even up top in the freezer. It does a really good job. Keeps everything very cold. Honestly, 5 might be a little bit too much. Sometimes you'll find things frozen inside in the fridge. Standard microwave, also another thing that doesn't work unless you're plugged into electric at a campsite. Does not run off solar. It does have a range hood here with a light and a fan, and a nice 2-burner stove here. This glass is not meant to get hot. It's only meant to, when the stove is cool, to use it as a work surface. So if you want to use the stove, you flip this back and you get a 2-burner stove. Press this button here to turn the electric on for the sparker, the igniter. You can hear it there. I'll turn it over to high. It's not turning on right now just because we don't have the propane hooked up, but it will once you have the propane hooked up. First time you do it on the trip though, you'll notice it takes a little bit longer than normal. It's just the gas trying to route to the propane trying to route to the stove here. Once the flame is lit though, you can turn this off to stop running the LED lights if you want to conserve battery.